Hey guys, so after a long week of rain, we literally been having rain every single day. There's a lot of garden cleanup to get done, and that's what I'm doing out here right now. This side is the shaded garden where we have the maple tree in. If most of you remember, we planted let me remember the name, the hydrangeas from Proving Winners, the big easy hydrangeas on both sides. They did amazing. They flowered for us. They look beautiful. And then after a while, once the blooms, were done, I went ahead and trimmed them back so that way, because they're reblooming hydrangeas, so that way they can once again start blooming, which they should be about now starting to do that. And I think we're seeing something happening already. There's new growth, especially on the ones we have behind here in the back gate, which are the rave hydrangeas. And one of them has a bloom. So that's what I'm doing out here, trying to see what I can fix, because if you see on that side right there, there is a limelight standard. And if you were watching me cutting the blooms, it fell over on a storm. It was really windy that night, and it crushed all this side right here. The blooms ended up getting wet and damaged, some of them. So that's what I was doing right now. Excuse the sounds, we are in a busy street. And I went ahead and cleaned up right now the hydrangea blooms because they were not looking nice. So I'm gonna right now show you what I have in here. And it's a very muddy, guys. This area has a lot of mud. So that's one thing that probably gonna have to work on what else I'm gonna do for while we're here. Okay, so this is torchlight, guys. I got lucky that it didn't break it. It was bent over, but it's gone back in place, which is such a beautiful Coleus, guys. Torchlight Coleus. And then we have the Radiance Caladiums. These were planted from plant. All the Caladiums, the Radiance. Here is, somewhere in here, the Big Easy, one of the Big Easy hydrangeas. You can see another one on this side, hiding back there. And for a while now, I've been wanting to come out here because I think it's time to cut some of the caladiums a bit. And I did have Wicked Witch Coleus, huge. It was taking up this whole space right here. That's what broke. And it also broke, I'm going to say this is Red Hawk potato vine. Beautiful color. It's had beautiful color, has done amazing, but I'm actually going to go back right now and cut it. The good thing is we're still at a good time. It's warm. It's still going to bring up potato vine. As y'all can see right here, it's already growing some. So I'm going to come in and start taking that off because that does not look nice. Hopefully like that, whatever sun does make it here, it dries this area up too. So the Coleus will come back. Y'all can see it's starting to shoot some more out. And then the begonia. This is one dragon wing begonia in pink. Most gorgeous, vibrant colors. Just gorgeous. I love when the little bit of light makes it in here. It just glitters. So pretty. And this one right here is the other caladiums. Which ones are these? Because I forgot. This is Snowdrift. And these were placed in there from bulb on both sides of the bed. And I have a little bit of Coleus right there. There's a hosta and a holly over there. The Gertrude Hippo Rose is doing great. It's coming back. We had a couple of problems with that because it got sick on thrips this summer, which we'll talk about the roses later on in another video. And then I'm going to go ahead and start showing you the baskets that we planted. The kids planted actually in spring, at the end of spring too. This is called Gloria Rose. Now, how pretty is this? I think it has such a playful, wispy look, and it took a while for it to look like this, for both of them to look like this. So let me tell you what's inside of these baskets. This is Gloria Rose. This is actually the flower pillows that the kids put together that they planted in these hanging baskets in spring. So easy to plant. All they did was just put it in there, guys, and it's just been doing amazing. I'm gonna tell you what's in here. It is 3 plants. This is Hippo Rose. As the weather's been warming up, you can see how it's starting to shoot up, starting to grow out. And then this is Diamond Frost Euphorbia, one of my favorites. I can have this plant everywhere in the garden. To me, it just makes everything look so magical. And then this is Rock-A-Pocal Impatience Rose. Look at that little double bloom. This year we added quite a bit of this Rock-A-Pocals in our garden. And same here on this side. They did take a while to put on some growth and to start flowering this much. And I think reason being is because as the tree started to leaf out more and fill itself out more, it blocked a lot of the light. So what we needed to, I've been doing is switching them back and forth because this side gets a lot more sun towards the end of the day. But for now, I actually stopped already moving them around because I started to notice more growth on this side in the beginning before this hippo started to grow out. So that's for that one. And then on this side, it's a repeat. We do have some, where is it? I'm gonna have Ambrose go crazy back and forth every time I do videos. I'm gonna have you come back over here. Like I said, there's not a lot of light and some plants are starting to. That's another Hippo Rose that's making its way out. And this is a Catalina Wishbone. On this side, the same. Look at how gorgeous this dragon wing pink begonia is. Beautiful. Same thing, we repeated with the Caladiums, Radiance. There's Wicked Witch, guys. The other one was way bigger. How gorgeous is that? There's the other Big Easy hydrangea on this side. And then that side. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can trim some. I don't even want to touch them, guys, because they look so gorgeous. But I feel that it's not letting the sun come in. And I really would love to see the hydrangeas rebloom for us this season before the cold weather comes in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to cut some from back here. Hopefully it brings the light in. I think that's fine. Don't want to overdo it. Where else? And there's all the new growth, like right here. Been wonderful. Look at that. The foliage too, so healthy on these. And then there's a fun way to say it. I always have a difficult time saying this, Wigelia or Wigelia. So you guys tell me how you guys pronounce that. But this one is Purple Effect. I think it's one of the new ones from Proven Winners. And it's variegated, and I had to have something variegated here. So I brought that little guy over. We actually received it about 2 years ago already. And it was really, really tiny. It's in one of our past videos, and it was in a really tiny container, guys, and it's actually grown, and I'm waiting for it to flower, and I'm hoping I get to see it flower next year. But and another holly right there, and there's the other Gertrude Jackal. We've been running around training them again because the roses have put on a lot more growth, and all the new healthy leaves are starting to come back out. So I'm super excited because it's like fall is one of my favorite seasons because it's just like spring. Everything just cools off. The blooming starts coming back. But because of that, I wanted to say that I really haven't missed so much the roses here. We did have a crazy flower show. Let's wait for that big truck. We had a big flower show in the beginning of spring with the roses, and that was wonderful. But after a while, the roses just don't, they're not blooming all the time. So the great thing was having all this other color with the caladiums the whole time. Well, after that, it was having the roses and the hydrangeas, and then all the other little annuals that we had in there were giving the pop of color. And then with time, it started getting hotter now, and the caladiums have just done amazing. The basket started growing more, and they've been putting so much color too. So it's made this little area that's so dark. It's giving it a lot of color, and I'm really, really, really happy with the results of everything. Next year, we're already thinking of what we want to do for next year around here, and exactly what else we want to add. If we want to add something under, it gets really muddy right here when it rains. The grass does not stay. So we're thinking what else to do just to make it look nicer, and also for us, for ourselves, and for the kids to be more safe. And we're gonna start trimming this guy, helping the tree a little bit. With all the rain too, we've noticed a lot of the branches starting to hang low. So we're gonna, that's something that we have on the list. We're waiting for everything to really dry. We're gonna have a couple of days of break of rain, so we're letting everything dry so we can go ahead and start seeing what we're gonna cut. But that's it for this area, guys. I just wanted to go ahead and show you what's been going on this side, and hopefully we get to see some reblooming on these hydrangeas on this side. And in there, we call it the secret garden. Soon we will have you visit in there, because I do have one of the other hydrangeas, rave hydrangeas, already showing a bloom. And it's just, I think it's full of new growth that's going to produce flower too. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, for watching us. And any questions, like always, guys, go ahead and ask us down below, but also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where I'm always there, guys, and y'all can go ahead and ask me anything that has to do with the plants or our garden. So thank you very much, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.